what is the actual solution? How do we fix our current system? So our entire economic model is built on this idea, as a recap, of these ideas, we call them startups, that evolve into companies, and these companies end up controlling the world. It's really that simple. They create the banking systems. Everything out there started as, as an idea, a startup, and become this entity. And whether you have the money to launch the idea, or you're lucky enough to get your idea launched, is inconsequential. The driving force of capitalism, of our business model, is the startup. And my premise is really simple: change the startup from a selfish vehicle to a selfless one, built on Bitcoin, blockchain, and AI. You change everything. Now we finally have the AI. The AI is now probably close to smart enough in order to, to develop what I call intelligent blockchains, right? AI-driven blockchains, where that's where I wanted to go. Let's turn left down here. Actually, maybe it wasn't it. It's just and the thing that we have to change, the solution is to change the corporation, right? Is to change this entity that ultimately is responsible for every single crisis facing. Oh, that's a dead end or not? Oh, I missed my turn. So the solution is these new kind of entities, right? These DAEs, decentralized autonomous entities. DAEs puts the planet and our living systems and sharing with others over making one or two people rich. So what is a DAE? A DAE is simply code tied to a blockchain and in Bitcoin. So what DAEs do is really simple. I want you to think of it is like a credit card, adding a credit card to your business, adding a DAE to your business, adding this software. All of a sudden makes, hey, I am now a DAE. I'm not a DAO. I'm not an organization. I'm an entity. An entity that ultimately is creating the opportunity for individuals to participate, right, and to share in, the net profits. And the net profits is tied to Bitcoin. So as a DAE, everything is in a DAE is ultimately converted into buying Bitcoin, and in issuing a backed native token of that Bitcoin. So for example, right now with Bitcoin down, your dividend would be less than normal, right? And but as Bitcoin goes up, the dividend is there. So the benefit, the profit, is built initially on Bitcoin. So you have to understand the idea of what a stable coin is. And a stable coin is something that's backed by something else. And that's why it's stable, right? It has a backing. There are stable coins that are backed by, by specific assets out there. structuring these days initially would be an app on a phone that allows people in the individual to whenever I purchase something in the store, it uses that fiat to buy Bitcoin, and then in exchange for that transaction, it buys and stores it. That Bitcoin isn't going to me and going to you, and it's being held by the day, and it's issuing out a stable coin that you can turn into fiat. You can use at any location, just kind of you can use as any sort of currency out there. Just like you can turn Ethereum into any currency, you can turn this stable token, this found up coin, right? Found up token, into anything you want out there. So and it's all seamless. There is no, oh, I got to change the coin. You just use it, right? You just use it on your app. And just like when I pull out yen from my credit card, I don't need to worry about oh, I got to convert it or anything else, because it's seamless. It just automatically does it. And I would say that's stage one. The solution comes really in 3 stages. The first stage is just getting this simple transaction of sequestering Bitcoin and issuing the stable coin of that thing out. And the ability for any company to add this feature to it. Once a critical mass, stage 2 is once a day has a critical support user base, then it translates into a DAO. And as a DAO, all of a sudden the stakeholders have a vote in the direction of the day. And the underlining, the AI is very important, because the AI ultimately is rating the benefit that this entity has on the planet, and is measuring the intangibles. The intangible impact, right? Of should have gotten the other one up there. Oh, nope, no one. No parking, huh? Fucking now. Exit. Overflow. So I'm trying to park here. I'm headed to the hospital, Japanese healthcare system on there. I love the Japanese medical system. It's really nice. I'm actually, instead of going to the dermatologist, I'm going straight to the hospital. Because the dermatologist will have to give me a biopsy anyway. As it goes to the doctors that I had before.